guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 2. Last time, we used Kaiser Fury to do a little over 80,000 damage in a single attack. Of course, to beat the enemy, we had to almost completely defeat him anyway to build up our chain, but anyway, besides that, since last time I redid that boss fight and used the party I wanted to use because I'm going to be using Xion going forward. And that was, of course, this party, which is what I said before. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is here. So let's go grab a couple of items and then we can backtrack. Actually, I think there's only one item. One item. Useful? It's okay. They were a little more useful throughout, you know, the main part of the game up until pretty much the start of post-game. And I'm just going to backtrack up to that elevator. I'm sure we all know where that is by now. Pretty much followed the same path back that we used to get in. Alright, there we go. I just figured I'd do that backtracking off screen since it was fighting another one of these dudes and I had been to run into 4 of them, so I just switched Xion in like I do pretty much any time I run into 4 of these guys. Okay, finish off that guy as well. Now there is one thing of note. I did do this ahead of time, but if you have not, this guy will not be here. This is Roy. You talk to him in Kukai Sector 27, and make sure you have talked to him before coming here. That would be very beneficial. That's why I did it ahead of time. And that'll lead you to this little mini-game here. Basically, you see that board in the dead center there? It's got 9 spots on it. Each of these colors will put a certain amount of lights up on the board. Some will take it away, some will add to it. If you talk to the, if you stay in that boss battle that we ended the last episode off with, they will explain what most of these do, but I have a strategy guide. In fact, since I just did this earlier today, I actually remember, so that's good. So you want to do the red one first. There are, of course, multiple different strategies for this that will all work, but you have to use all of the, I think it's like all the different... Yes, you got shots remaining. I think you have to use all 5 shots in order to do this right. But if you just follow this path, it seems to work. Or, well, that's the one recommended in the official strategy guide. And that one. And if you do this correctly, it will open the door. And in here, we get 2 things. If I could approach the treasure chest. The pink book, which is the quest item for Roy's thing, and Sequencer A, which is far more important in my book. I don't think you get much as far as a reward from Roy for doing this quest. In fact, we're not even going to be turning it in until we finish the next quest. So we're just going to dive on out here. And then we get here. For whatever reason, it starts this dialogue as soon as you get out here, but it doesn't do that in any of the other ones. Kind of weird that way. But let's get out of the UMN here. Turn on fast forward. Oh, I'm on here. Okay, I will... actually, yeah, no. I will meet you on 2nd Miltia, the other professor's location. Okay, we're back. Before I go any further, I have been putting this off for so long because I keep forgetting about it. Awakening 3, I still haven't used this. Gives you a double attack, and again, like I said, all you have to do is hit it more than once if you have more than one of them. And here's Awakening 4, and we learn a bunch of stuff that I will never use. But that's fine. Anyway, new party, that's why I wanted to go in there. The Xion party, I will be swapping around KOS-MOS, Ziggy, and KOS to try and keep their skill point totals at a reasonably balanced rate because, well, there's probably only one real battle remaining in the game that I'll probably want KOS for, but I would like him to learn a couple more things before I get there. So, oh well. I will balance him out with some Ether Up if I don't use him in enough battles, because he's probably the least useful in most of the post-game things, save for that one fight. And with that said, we enter the final bonus dungeon in the game, Heaven's Ruins. Now here, I'm not going to blow up all of these because it takes too long. There's nothing in any of them save for the second one on the right, and the second last one on the left. So other than that, don't bother destroying them. That's what the guide says, and I tested it before I came in here, so I know for a fact unless there's some weird chain of events that you have to do to make it drop another one, which I highly doubt, you don't get anything else for that. Now, this area seems more mazy than it actually is, but there are a bunch of these blocks. You can only blow them up by its exposed side, like we've seen with other situations here. So let's go down here first, and if I remember correctly, down here leads to... yes. This is the treasure chest with the final secret key in the game. You can blow up these from the side, by the way. Secret key 31. Now, secret key 31 is alright. It's rebound. 50% chance to counter boost after guard or evasion when using the stalk command. Considering how much time we spend stalking, that's actually not bad, considering Inner Peace gives us huge amounts of evasion from stalking. Plus we have another one called, I think it's Guard, that gives us 20%, where is that? I have no idea where that is. Here? Ah, there we go. We have Guard there, so 20% chance of that and like 90% chance of evasion, so that can be quite useful. It's not as useful unless you're in a specific boss fight where you kind of need it. Other than that, it's not really as useful as you would think it is. Up here, there's a friend. We'll fight him later. First, okay, finished off that guy. Heading up here allows us to blow up this, which will be on our way shortly, so might as well get that out of the way when we can. And what that'll allow us to do is it'll allow us to blow up this one here, which, as you can see, we can't blow up from this side. Now, as far as these guys go, there's a dude up here. Okay, we're going to run into him right away. That's fine, too. I was going to say it doesn't really matter your setup going into them, but we can do it this way, too. This is one of the 3 mini-bosses in here, and he may be familiar. He was one of the 3 mini-bosses we faced in the Cathedral Ship in Episode 1. So this one is this guy. He is the fire one, so he absorbs fire, 150% damage from Aura, Thunder, 125 from Pierce/Hit, weak to physical, and 250 from Ice. These fights aren't particularly difficult. I'm not even really going to bother doing too much. I'm going to go Ice on you, and then I'm going to use you to go Ice on, let's see, on you. And break zone for this guy is BCB, so let's, actually I'm not going to be able to do that. I need to guard with you first. I was like, I'm perfect, but no, I'm not quite perfect. Because I won't be able to get the extra chances of getting a stock for her, because I won't be able to fully break him with just 2 attacks. So let's see here, might as well use that to get myself healed up. And then I'm going to boost you, and then boost her, so I want to go BCB. So you're broken, and then I'm just going to Urdekaiser his ass, which should do enough damage to kill it, hopefully. Basically, all of these little mini-bosses, they're not really all that hard. They use elemental attacks to heal themselves, because they can, but I just don't care. Yeah, more than enough damage. Yeah, they're not all that difficult, but you will want to go back to the save point and heal up your EP after each one. Do note that I have, oh yeah, they can drop those, and I think they also drop skill upgrade E's if you want to bother stealing them. I'm lazy, but what was I going to show? I don't remember. Oh well, never mind with that. So yeah, once you've done that, something appears up there, and I think I need to go this way in order to get it. Thing is, I have a map for this area, but it's kind of unnecessary because it takes longer to figure out how to read the map than it does to figure out just by running around in circles and getting there anyway. That guy respawns, most of the other ones do not. We killed a boss, which spawned a thing, which we immediately destroyed. I guess that's how we're supposed to proceed. Anyway, I am going to run back to that save point, and then I will meet you out here. Except I think this is the wrong way. Yes, this is the wrong way. We want to come here after. I will meet you up here, because that's where, when we beat him, the ice guy, or the ice orb thing that we're supposed to destroy will spawn up here, and I'll just meet you there. But we can't get over to kill him yet, because that block down there is in the way, so we got to bypass this guy. Okay, enough of that guy. I believe there is a treasure chest in here as well, containing skill upgrades, which I will always take. Those are definitely useful to have. But going up this way is not blocked off by any blocks and does lead to the lightning variant of this guy. Again, don't bother equipping anything particularly special for this fight. Let's just go kill him.
KOS-MOS activate.
Okay, this is take 3 at this boss fight. I have no idea why I'm struggling so much with this boss fight today, but pretty much every time I get in here, I either run out of Aura Sword at the wrong time, I run out of Ether Spear at the wrong time, I run out of boost or EP or something, and I'm screwed and I can't finish the boss fight. Twice I've attempted this. First one took 7 minutes and I hadn't had him killed. The next one took... what do I need here? I need boost 1. The next one took 5 minutes. I didn't have him killed. This should take 2 minutes. 2 minutes! So, okay. Make sure you have boost. Try and not let him attack you. Like all the other ones, he absorbs his own element, which in this case is thunder. He's also 150% weak to beam, 200% to aura, takes reduced damage from pierce, slash, and hit. Break zone of CBB, as you can see. You can actually run away from these guys, and that's what I've basically done because I've been having so many issues. Alright. Ether Spear. And you are going to do Aura Sword.
Let's go.
Well, let's see if it's going to give me some grief here. I can't boost at the moment. And of course, yeah, pretty much every time you try and boost or build up a combo against this guy, he loves to counter boost. And if he's not going to counter boost you, you'll have chosen the critical slot to try and attack him instead of the boost one. And so you're stuck with a character on the boost slot instead of on the skill slot. So trying to get this to work is just incredibly irritating. It's the same thing over and over again. You just cannot get enough to kill this guy. And he can do this, which is going to hurt. You need to set up Aura Sword on KOS-MOS. And from here, I'm going to boost you, C, B, and of course you're not going to boost that time. Let's see here. I think I established Ether Spear first, so I am going to try and do that again just to make sure, and hopefully we can just end this fight because I've been sitting here for 15 minutes trying to kill this guy when it should have taken 2. But yeah, basically you want to break the boss, use Erdekaiser, and it should be a very straightforward, very easy fight that for some reason is kicking my ass today. I don't really know why. And there we get more than enough damage. You have to break the boss to get the 40,000 though. Otherwise you get like 16 if you don't have anything prior to it, which is really annoying. Yeah. I get skill upgrade D from him. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't really matter. So let's go up here first. We'll go blow that thing up, and then we'll be able to head over to the other side. Yeah, I don't know why I struggled with that fight so much. That literally was my 3rd attempt. I spent over 15 minutes in that battle trying to beat a boss that I killed the last variant of in 2 minutes, in like 20 seconds. This one took 3 minutes eventually, but yeah, just nothing but struggles. Kind of weird that way. Anyway, if you head down here, you'll have access to that one brick that we weren't able to destroy before that was sitting in our way. So blow that one up, and I will meet you back over there as I go through the door and heal up and all that stuff. Alright, we're back. Now, let's see here. So I haven't really gone over what I'm set up with. Mainly, of course, setting up on Xion, EP Half, and Ether Burst. If you have Ether Burst on at these levels, you're pretty close to being able to just use Urtikaiser without an elemental sword and one-shotting most of the enemies in here, especially the random enemies. There is one later on that we'll have to set up a sword for, but and then of course we have to for these mini bosses. But that's where I was. I just stood there where I blew up that whatever that brick or that box from earlier. Over here we have the ice variant. Am I healed up? I indeed am healed up. Good. No problems on this one, please. Thank you. This guy is
KOS-MOS
the one I think it
activate
is.
tilted effect.
Ow. This guy takes 150% damage from fire, absorbs ice, reduced damage from pierce, slash, and hit, break zone of CCB. So I'm going to start stalking with everybody, just so that I get one round of avoiding some damage. And then you are going to set up Ether Spear. And I need to boost with everybody because I'm all out of boosts again. I'm trying to maintain them during normal encounters, but when I only had one normal encounter in between here and there, I guess I forgot. Okay, boost 1. You can try and fight these guys with, say, Momo, Jin, and Junior if you want, or some other variants of. I guess Ziggy can be quite useful in this fight. So let's see, we want to set up Flame Sword on you. Let's see if I can get lucky right off the bat here. So I said CCB. And, well, he's dead. Well, I don't know why I struggled so much with the previous one. The Thunder one seems to counter boost way too much. None of the other ones gave me very many problems at all. But yeah, this is as easy as all of the fights should be. And he's down. And I get some more skill points.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, yeah, see, that's how long it should take. 2 minutes. 2. Not 20. 2. Anyway, I already showed you how to get up there when I took that path earlier, so I will just meet you up there in a quick moment here. And blowing up this one will activate the last of the little triangle on the door there, and we can move forward. Hopefully. There we go. And that's pretty much the only puzzle part of this area. The rest of it is just battles and going around a spiral tower. It's not particularly all that interesting as far as, you know, architecture or dungeon design or anything like that. But there are some interesting enemies to fight along the way. But that's going to do it for this one, because I have no idea how long this video is, because I had to re-edit. I'm going to have to re-edit. I had to re-record so many times. Anyway, enough said. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.